Tom, what do you think?
Well, Tom, what do you think?
No, it's, the guys are really good today. I mean, we were a little concerned. We got in at 12, which is early for us. By the time we got to sleep in that, we had classes. So we got some productive things done today.
Akins seems healthier, like defending the past couple of games, but we saw that offense finally. Where do you think he is in his development?
I think he's all but back. I mean, he's going to have an up and down, but I think his body's fine. I think his conditioning's a lot better. I think his shooting has really improved, but he did home in on his defense. His defense has been a lot better. It's going to have to be a lot better with the athletes they have at those positions. I think this is the most athletic and maybe gifted team in our league as far as talent. I really do. I think they got guys that bigs that can shoot it. They got smalls that can shoot it. They've got athletes at every position. So we're going to need Jaden Akins to be at his best.
What has Illinois kind of harnessed here the last couple of games?
Well, I give Brad a lot of credit. I think things happen during seasons. They went and got spanked by Missouri, and he wasn't real happy about that. And then didn't play as well against Northwestern, and I think he changed up some things, changed his offense a little bit. Somebody left one way or another. Either they got rid of him or he left, but that team has been a different team the last 2-3 games, and. So like always, sometimes there's addition by subtraction. I'm not saying it's that. Sometimes you learn more from losses than you do wins. So when you lose a game and the coach goes bonkers, maybe he gets a little more attention. They're definitely a better basketball team now than they were 2 weeks ago.
How does that change games like that mid-season?
You know what? It doesn't change our prep much because the number of guys they were playing so many guys. So it doesn't change our prep. It's changed the offense some. That changes our prep. The last 3 or 4 games he's running, they used to run a while ago. And he's done a very good job of moving some guys around. He's got guys that are, a lot of guys like Malik, that are play a lot of different positions. Those 2 big kids can really shoot it. Then he's got the horse inside at 270 pounds. Shannon is an athlete like no other in this league. So they've got a little bit of everything, well coached, great atmosphere. Looking forward to it.
How important is another road win in the Big Ten, especially with where this conference is at?
Well, any road win's a good road win, as you know. Some, I guess, are a little bigger than others, but every road win is a big win. So this road win, we're going to approach it the same way we did the last one and the one after. And next week when we go back on the road, we're going to have to play with less turnovers. We didn't do a great job of that. We thought one of the keys to last night's game is give up under 9 3-point shots. They got 9. It was a dogfight. If they would have been 7, maybe we would have won by more. Illinois is in the same boat. They hit a lot of threes, they shoot a lot of threes. And we're going to have to defend without fouling because Shannon gets he's getting 5-6 free throws a game because he can drive and score it. So they got a really good team. I think it's the best talent in the league. He had to find himself like we all had to do. I think they found themselves, unfortunately, just in time.
You talked about learning a little from losses. You guys haven't lost in a long time. How do you kind of, use that as positive energy?
So I know how to lose. I've been a veteran coach. I know how to lose. Some of these guys lost a little bit last year, a little bit the year before. So, I'm not worried about that. There's no entitlement. We're not, we realize we've won some games, but we didn't play all the competition here. Some of those games are against lesser foes. So it's a matter of, are we getting better? And right now we're getting better. Malik is a lot better. He's doing a good job. I thought he'd be tired. Last night he played 27 minutes. I thought he'd be sorer. He's not either one. That's really encouraging for all of us.
When you look back, I think I looked 27 points off turnover. Kind of running you guys shut them down in the last 5 minutes when you didn't turn it over. Things like that, and like getting more aggressive and going to the basket down the stretch. What do you think when you look back?
The 27-2 points off turnovers. There was some. Number one, we had 3 or 4 shot clocks. Okay, so that's a dead ball turnover. we slipped coming around in front of their bench after a timeout. That was a dead ball turnover. I think we had 2 charges. Those are dead ball turnovers. So of the 14, we probably had 6, 7 that didn't lead to baskets, but it depends how everybody does it. The points after a turnover, it's not like the turnover happens and it's a direct. So it's kind of how each school and how they handle that. I wouldn't have guessed that. I don't think we would have won if there were turnovers for touchdown. 27 of them. Does that make sense?
But you guys cut them in the last.
Yeah, we did a better job in the last. Number one, I think AJ did a little better job of the league knowing what the shot clock was. We had a shot clock violation on the last shot of the half. I mean, I'm not a shot clock, but ended game 1. And we just kept preaching, be aware of the clock. But I thought we did a pretty good job most of the game in a lot of areas. We executed better offensively. I didn't think we were quite as good defensively as we were against Michigan. So that was part of our problem. The turnovers, 14, looks like a lot, but 5 or 6 of them were what they were. It's not as bad.
How do you think Carson did kind of get thrown in there?
Carson did a good job, and that's going to happen now and then. I mean, we still have a lot of faith in Jackson, but certain lineups are going to cause for certain things. We even went small ball a little bit because they did, We're going to be adjusting ours according to that too, but I thought, considering it was the first in any extended period of time, I thought he did a good job against that team. What he can do against another one, but yet to be seen. But I was pleased with Carson and how he handled it.
How do you like no entitlement? How important is it from a league who isn't now starting, coming off the week for him to kind of take on a little bit of a different role?
Well, I'm not saying Malik won't be starting. We got to get him through his period of, what's going on, and then him and I will talk, and Jaden and Tyson, and at the beginning of the year I might have started one lineup, but I always want to get my seniors in there, but it all depends too. He might be comfortable coming off, but we'll do that after Monday's game. We'll figure that out. We just don't have enough time to prepare for anything the way these games are right now. So we're not going to screw around in the middle of things. The key is, as we always say, it's not whether you start, it's usually whether you finish, and it's not about starting, it's what number of minutes you get. Last night, I think Malik maxed out on his minutes for sure, and we needed every one of them.
How do you like the fact that you were down 5, the game appeared to be given away, and your best players made the key plays on the stretch?
I really like that. And what I really liked even more than that was the huddle at the 3.5-minute timeout when we were down 5. That's when I realized how lucky I am that I've got guys that have been around each other for a while. The huddle was, AJ grabbed Marty by the jersey. It was fun not to have to do those things, for me. Somebody else, just said, hey, we've been through this before. Last year we lost some of these. Let's start winning some of these. That's what experience, that's what having a bunch of guys that play together does. So I actually enjoyed the huddles more than I did even the play. But you are right. When your key guys make big plays, that too speaks volumes.
That huddle thing, you don't have that with every team. You don't really teach that. That's either in Brett or it's now, right?
Yeah. I always said, when Mateen was here, it was easy. I'd say, you go coach the team, I'm going to get a drink, and you take care of the huddle. And Travis and, Denzel. But we haven't had that. That's the next step of AJ now. He's getting to be a better player. Now he's getting to be a better leader. Malik said some things, Joey in the huddle. I mean, those are my upperclassmen that have played a lot. So I think that is an important part. But the road's not getting any easier, guys. In fact, it's getting a lot tougher. I swear to you, this is the most talented team and a damn good team. But come off that, you got Purdue. Come off that, you got Rutgers. I don't know who the hell made this schedule up for the Big Ten, but it's a lot of good teams in the league this year.
Kind of what you mentioned about that next step in leadership, the way he's kind of handled the ball maybe the last month, that allowed him to be more demonstrative.
Yeah, it's hard to tell somebody to do something if you're not doing it yourself. I think his play in general, it's like free throw shooting. I told him, talk to some of our other guys. You were a 60-something shooter last year. Last year we might have lost that game. He would have missed those free throws. all those things are part of the process that nobody wants to partake in. And, I'd like to speed the process all the time. But I'm sure you feel good when you see the process reap some benefits. And that's what we saw the other last night.
Malik coming around, maybe his body agreeing with his mind a little more.
Yeah, he is. He made some of his post moves, and I'm waiting for him to shoot the ball again. He didn't get many shots, didn't take many outside. He said he felt good. He was really good today, so that's really encouraging, to be honest.
Hard to believe not too long ago you were coaxing fans to lay off Joey House. He had another huge shot last night. Even Saturday when he was off, he kept shooting. I mean, we're seeing a growing up of a player, aren't we?
Yeah, we really are. I mean, I'm so proud of him. To do it in his home state, people on you there. It's rewarding. There's a lot of things about coaching that are rewarding. There's a few things that are damning, but those are rewarding things when you see a guy, a man now, a boy, whatever you want to call him, but grow up and miss some shots instead of hanging his head, get right back in there and take the next shot, want the ball at the end. Those are phenomenal things, to be honest with you.
He's exuding confidence too.
He is.
Teammates pick it up.
He is. He really is. And they're exuding confidence in him, which is another big key to a successful team. I say all that, and I could snap my fingers and we could lose 4 in a row. So let's not get carried away with us yet. We're a good team, still with, I think, a high ceiling. I mean, I don't think we're near our ceiling. That doesn't mean we'll get there. And I don't know what everybody else's ceiling is, but in this league this year, there's a lot of high ceilings, if you ask me.
With Malik, was that one of the first times with him being able to play 20-plus minutes that you were able to do some matchups, put him at the 4, put him at the 3, and try to...
We moved him all over. We moved him against different guys. Malik Hall can guard 1 through 5. Malik Hall can play 2 through 5. As I said, I think he's one of the most versatile people in the country. I'm just sad because this summer he had made so many strides, and then all of a sudden you're 9 weeks off, He'll get it back, but I just kind of wish it was all happened at once for his sake. But at the same time, he's learned a lot. He learned a lot when he was sitting on the bench with us, and he did a good job then. So I'm excited about where he is. I'm excited about where a lot of guys are, and yet I'm not pleased with him. Last night I thought we were way better offensively, not as good defensively. Michigan were way better defensively, not as good offensively. One of these days we'll put them all together.
When you look at the Sneakers and 3-point defense last night, where were some of the things cropping up?
In 3-point defense. Well, we overhelped and a couple of guys we told them we shouldn't overhelp. And, so there were some mistakes made, but that too is part of everybody playing together. I really thought the difference with this year's team was getting Joey and Malik to play together. Both guys asked for that for 2 years. And but to play together, respond together, you've got to play together. You've got to spend time together. So we're just getting to that phase now in these practices and everything. And today was a short one because of the situation. Hopefully we'll have a good one tomorrow and get on the road.
Wisconsin hit some shots too.
They did hit some shots. They hit 9 threes. I said if they hit 7 threes, we win. And if they hit 9, which is their average, it's going to be a dogfight. If they hit 10 or 11, we lose. It's just about the way it happened.
So they're playing with 3 or 4 fouls. You set that screen for House right now, pinned down
Big
the
time.
baseline. Right?
It was a good screen. That was the part that nobody saw. That was big. The screen really freed him. Joey got a wide open shot, but boy, he squared his feet and nailed it too. That was great.
Coach, I'm good.
All right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate you.